What's up, guys? How's it going? Keken here. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the mind and how your mind is like a garden. So I heard a little story about it. I actually read a story somewhere that pretty much your mind is a garden, and what is it that you truly want to feed every day? And I really believe that if you want to feed it good things, then every day you have to give yourself affirmations, give yourself positivity, give yourself things that you can talk about every day to say, hey, I'm welcoming great things. I invite great things. That's why I start my day in the morning with positive affirmations. And just for me personally, I pray to God and I just say, thank you so much, God. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this blessing. I exchange text messages with my buddy, childhood friend of mine, in which I always say in the morning, usually, and I do this like about 5-6 days a week. Hey, I'm very grateful, God. Thank you so much for giving me, the smallest things to the biggest things, and the littlest gratitude that you may even think. We kind of look over, just like walking and just talking, having vision and stuff like that. Man, these are such. It's a gift. It's really truly a gift, and I'm very grateful for these kind of things. So these kind of things really do add up, and I do believe that every day, as we're more grateful, we're really adding more to the earth, or adding more to this world and life, in a collective consciousness of positivity and love and greatness. So that's why that's one of the things that I really like to talk about, is waking up in the morning, why positive affirmations, a morning routine and such like that, silence, these kind of things really can go a long way. So I really do highly recommend doing these kind of things, looking into this, doing more research if you like, or just even practicing it and just experiencing it and seeing where are you going, what's happening, how are you feeling in the morning, how are you doing. And the more you do it, the more it becomes a habit, the more it just becomes second nature to you. And I feel like I've been doing it more consistent for at least 5 months or so. So that's why it's definitely something really important to kind of practice. Doing these videos, I would definitely say doing these videos, it's practice, it's a habit. And now, look at my video number 1. Video number 1 was nowhere near my journey of where I am right now, and this is already maybe about 3, almost a month in, talking about positivity and just love and just positive thinking and these kind of things. So going back to what I was saying, your garden, you really got to feed to your garden. What is it that you want? You can put anything you want in your garden, anything you want. What is it that you would put? That's the question. Even if you want to, you want to put some animals in there, you want to put some tomatoes, you can even put thorns and weed and stuff like that in there. And if you want something, something smelly, something bad, you can put that in there if you want. And I really do believe that the garden, really, analogy-wise, is like the mind, pretty much. So what is it that you want to tend to heed? Because the more you put into it, the more you say, these bad, negative affirmations, the more you say, oh, I can't do it, oh, I'm too fat, or whatever it is. The more you tend to do that, the more you're just gardening it, because your mind really is a garden. And the more that you do these kind of things, the more you practice, the more it just becomes a habit and becomes second nature. And that's why I believe, you go around, you can see, on your social media feed, if you guys are on Facebook and Instagram, things like, oh, I'm broke, but I'm too cute and stuff like that. Things like that, you gotta really be careful, because when I feel like you're seeing these kind of things, they're feeding the subconscious mind slowly, and they're more or less reprogramming it in a negative way, I would say. And that's why I'd rather just see messages of love, watching videos of love, even cat videos. I love cat, dog videos, animals. They're so cute. I love it. It just makes me feel good. So things like that, feel good. So that's why I believe, waking up in the morning, watching the news, which, by the way, the news has mostly probably 95% negative or bad things that are going around. And if they can't find something locally, they'll find something anywhere. All over the world, there's something. They know they can find something negative to reprogram your mind. So that's why I believe that's why they call it a TV program. So that's why I believe that you got to be careful when it comes to programming your mind, especially in the morning. And I think And I feel like the daytime, man, like the daytime, you really get a lot of energy. You get a lot of energy. You can really say to yourself positive affirmation. And I'm gonna do this right now. Actually, I'm gonna do some positive affirmations right now. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am positive. I am love. I am greatness. And before, like when I used to do these kind of things, they didn't really stick to me, and it just took me a while. And I was like, I rejected it. And I was like, this is silly. This is nothing. I dismissed it. So the more I did it, though, I was like, I gotta keep doing this and to see if it really does work, because people keep telling me, it took me about 30 days, a month, whatever it is. So for me, it took me more than that. It probably took me even like 6 months to a year to actually get it so confident to say. I've even have some money affirmations that I repeat to myself, like, I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. I say that so smoothly without hesitation. The more I say it, the more I program my mind just out of habit, repetition. So that's why I think that, like, programming your mind, talking about good things, saying these kind of good things in your head, and say, reprogramming it, and tending to your garden of like good things and positivity, and just keep feeding your mind that, hey, I'm gonna feed my mind some good, beautiful flowers and food, and think about it, the abundance of nature. Like, God really gives us everything amazing. So I really think that, like, it's the whole lack thing is like human thinking, human mind that's been comparable, because anything can be given. And there's always an alternative, and most likely that alternative might even be better. People was thinking, there's a lack of gasoline and all that stuff. But what if there is an alternative that's even better for not just the environment, but for the human race or animals, or everything that's living in it? So, like, yeah, that's another tangent I could go into. But besides that, positive thinking, feed yourself, feed your garden, and tend to your garden. Saying positive affirmations really do work, and after doing it for about a year, man, I could say that, like, look in the mirror, I really practice, I get better at it, I say it smoothly. So this is something I recommend, and this is something that I've been doing and just getting at a habit. And the first couple of days you might not feel good, so that's okay, and talk to yourself and just say, why is it that I don't feel good? Why is it that I feel like punching a mirror or whatever? And I've heard stories about people getting really frustrated and angry, and they really literally wanted to punch a mirror. But I understand that, and I get it, because your mind really doesn't accept it like right away, especially these kind of positive thinking, because I believe as humans, most humans are hardwired for to be pessimistic, more or less. But I can say without a doubt, optimism is way better. Optimistic mindset is way better. The power of positive thinking is amazing. So once again, with mindset being said, practice affirmations. Tend to your garden. Love one another, and just know that things will always get better. Life is always a journey. We always see things as like, let's get to our destination and that's it, we're done. But actually, after that destination, going through the river and just be like, and then getting ready to climb that mountain. You don't want to take the kayak or the boat that you got through to get from the river to the mountain. You don't want to take that with you climbing that mountain. Leave the past in the past, and these kind of things. So that's why I think, like, the journey really is exciting. I always believe that, and every day, new things are coming about, and I'm always so grateful, and I'm always so blessed. So that's why, like, to me, Monday's also cool. Like, I love it. Every day's cool. And I used to always think, oh man, I dreaded it. But it doesn't have to be like that. Positive affirmations, love, knowing that things will be alright. And just even like exercise, going out in the sunlight, just breathing. Man, it really adds up. It really does. So my life has changed a lot ever since then. So I can say with my heart that I hope that you guys find it as well, that you'll be able to, practice, get onto it. Just make sure that you practice at it, and just make sure that you commit. That's another thing too. It's not just gonna happen and expectingly, oh yeah, I feel better like in a day. It's not gonna be like that. It will take process. It will take time. And there were some times that I fell off of it, but I rode right back onto it. Just like anything, like riding a bike. You are always good at it, but then all of a sudden you fall off. You haven't ridden a bike for a long time. You can get right back onto it, but it takes time. Just trust in the process. I believe in it. Once again, I wanted to thank you guys so much for subscribing, being a part of the community. I just want to always give off these positive messages, and every day I just want to, you know, if it impacts one person, even if it impacts one person and gives them that, you know, feel of like, hey, you know, there are people out there giving their messages from their heart. You know, I truly believe that I am only an instrument, a tool for everybody else, and we really do have a bigger impact than we think. So once again, thank you guys so much for checking this out. If you like the video, you know, leave a comment below, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and all that jazz. And yeah, I'll be making more of these videos once again, and I just want to tell you guys thank you so much once again. Thank you, and I hope to hear and see you guys soon. Take care.